up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today we're reviewing Batman Returns. This one came out in 1992 and was directed by Tim Burton and stars Michael Keaton and Danny DeVito. Now, before we start, if you'd like, subscribe to the post notification bell so you know for a video, and let's just start. Let's start talking about the good. So, all the actors and actors in this film are all fantastic, especially Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne and Batman, Danny DeVito as Oswald Cobblepot and the Penguin, Michelle Pfeiffer as Selina Kyle and Catwoman, and Christopher Walken as Max Shreck. Those four actors and actresses are fantastic in this film. The opening sequence, I thought it was good. It's basically Oswald Cobblepot's origin. He was a baby. He was thrown in the river by his parents because they didn't like his appearance. And then he's finally found by the Penguins, and that is the origin of the Penguin. The cinematography, which because the shots of cameras and lighting, I thought it was good. I really enjoyed Tim Burton's style of filmmaking and the way he composes different shots. Very, very well done in this film, and it has its own flavor and style to it. There are also some great villains: Penguin, Catwoman, and Max Shreck. I think those three villains are very good in this film. The villains are the standout in this film. Gotham once again looks fantastic. One of my, if not my favorite Gotham out of all the Batman films is in Batman and Batman Returns, and the Gotham here is no exception. The Batmobile design is once again great. I really, really enjoyed the design for Batmobile. It has a slight change to it, but still being the same as the original 1989 Batman, and that is why I love Batmobile. Going back to how Gotham looks, it is finally Christmas in Gotham, it's snowing, and that is the perfect addition for this film because it works for this film because, of course, you have the Penguin, ice, snow, all that. So it takes place during Christmas, which is the perfect setting for a film like this. The first act of the film I thought was very well done. It sets the characters well. I cared about each of the characters as they were introduced, and they were fun and entertaining. There's also a great scene where Penguin captures Max Shreck and makes Max endorse him for mayor. So Max is being forced to endorse the Penguin as for mayor, and he ends up running for mayor, which we'll get to later. There's also another great scene where Max Shreck ends up trying to get rid of Selina, so he tells her how he feels about her, and of course it's a lie. So right when he's about to tell her, he pushes her out of the window and she falls, supposedly dead. But the cats find her, she turns to Catwoman, which it's a great scene because it is the origin of Catwoman in this universe. But I mean, it doesn't really make sense if you really look at it. But it is 1992, Tim Burton, creepy, weird, wacky. So I guess it works for this film. There's also a good scene where Catwoman creates her iconic suit, and the Catwoman suit is the most iconic Catwoman suit in any film that I've seen. So I really enjoy that sequence. There's also a good villain relationship between the Penguin and Max Shreck. So Max Shreck is using the Penguin, and the Penguin obviously needs things from Max Shreck in order to become popular and well-liked by the public. The second act of the film, I thought it was good enough. It continues the story well enough. I cared about what was going on in the second act, and it was still fun and entertaining. There's also a great scene where Penguin is eating fish during the mayor's meeting, and I really enjoyed that about his character because it really shows that he's a very creepy and weird character, and he doesn't fit into the society, which is the entire basis of the character. And Penguin bites someone's nose off for making fun of him. Now that scene, I remember watching that when I was young, and that scene scared me because Penguin just bites the guy's nose, blood squirts out everywhere, and it is PG-13. But I was not expecting that when I first watched it. So that is a great scene. Another great scene is when Catwoman destroys the store with her whip. She's just destroying everything in the store. And then right after, she of course says her iconic line, meow, I think, and then the thing just blows up. The entire store blows up. Very iconic and an awesome sequence. There's also a great first meeting between Batman and Penguin. Now, Batman and Penguin meet for the first time in the second act of the film, and I thought it worked because one of them is a creepy character and doesn't fit in society, and then the other one is being praised by society. So I really enjoyed that that they're sort of foils of each other in a way in this film. The relationship between Bruce Wayne and Selina Kyle is very, very well done. I thought they had a great relationship in terms of their actual human characters. Well, of course, Batman and Catwoman are human, but I mean in terms of their normal characters. There's also a great scene where Batman fights Catwoman, and I really enjoyed that. It was quick, but it was very, very effective. The Penguin's underground lair looks fantastic. It is one of the best villain layers in a Batman film that I've ever seen. Very creative, fits the Penguin's overall character in this film very, very well. And I thought it works very, very well for the film because it is creepy, it is wacky, and the Penguin's lair looks fantastic. There is also another great scene where Selina and Bruce are at a party. Both of them realize that they're Batman and Catwoman, and that they have fought each other, and they're discussing that while they're dancing with each other. And I third act of the film, I thought it was good. It was very entertaining, or very fun. Penguin versus Batman, I thought it was fun enough. It could have been a little better, but with what they had and Penguin using his gadgets against Batman, I think it worked well enough. There's also a great scene where Max Shreck shoots Batman and Selina, so he shoots them both. They don't die, of course, but he just shoots them, and it shows that his character was really one of, if not, the sort of background villain in the entire film. There's also another great scene where Selina kisses Max Shreck while electrocuting him and herself, supposedly killing them both, which of course one of them doesn't die. But Max Shreck does die, so I guess that gives away Selina Kyle's not dead. But that sequence was a great scene, very iconic. The Penguin's death. Now this is one of the creepiest deaths in the entire film because he falls into poison water, he comes out with green liquid from his mouth, and then he falls. That is a great sequence. Penguin's death is fantastic in this film. There's also another great scene where the Penguins put Penguin back in the poison water. He has a funeral, and I thought it worked very well for his character because the Penguins are just carrying him, leading him into the water. There's also the great score by Danny Elfman. Danny Elfman is one of my favorite composers, and he fits Tim Burton films perfectly, so his score for this film is very, very good. The ending sequence I thought was great. It was basically the Batman signal and Catwoman being revealed as being still alive. I thought it was a great ending sequence and it concludes the film very, very well. That's all the good that I have. Now let's move on to the bad. So some sequences are a bit too long, and I thought Tim Burton could have condensed some of the sequences in this film to make them flow a little bit better. And this film is a little bit too much Tim Burton for me. It has a lot of Tim Burton ideas in it, but it goes too far with them. Example, the Penguin is a bit silly in some sequences. While he is creepy and I really enjoy Dan DeVito as a Penguin, he does go a bit too far. That's about it. Batman Returns is a good sequel. It is a sequel that I have a lot of nostalgia for. So I recommend it if you're a fan of the original Batman from 1989. So I'm going to give Batman Returns a B-. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, post notification bell so you know for a video. I'm Peter. Thank you for watching.